Welcome to Joe's Medicine Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I'd like to take this time to say thank you to the medicine keepers and to the new tier, Porta Occulta. All right, these are the paying members of this channel. Okay, holy smoke. Okay. All right, okay, what's on the bottom of the deck is the goddess. Interesting. So goddess energy, very feminine, fertile energy. This is also, I feel like this is also energy that you were working with. So this was the first card out. This is dilettante. Delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. Yeah, superficial, like detached. You got to have a portion of yourself that is invested in what you're doing. Okay. Just want to straighten out my, there we go. Okay. Dilettante. The shadow attributes of the dilettante are pretension to match deeper knowledge than you actually possess. Oh, interesting. So yes, if you're going to teach from a place, you know, me bringing out the angelic and the demonic, it's because I've worked with these energies within myself experientially. I am of shamanic descent. I had to. It was part of my contract. There was no getting away from it. And learning how to carry this fire. You know, there are those that jockey for position that want to be able to speak from this place, but they haven't been initiated into that fire. So if you want to speak from this place and you bring that energy to you, there will be a transference of energy. If you're activating an archetype in your life, like the shamanic archetype, you're activating a certain archetypal energy. With an archetype comes the transference. The transference of energy. To carry the shamanic energy, you have to have the incurable wound, the unhealable wound, something that you have to learn to live with. There's no cure, there's no fixing it, there's no repairing it. It's like Superman, how he got a broken neck. There was no curing that. That was an accident. Just like the story of Chiron, that was an accident. It was an accident, but still, no less, it ended up with Chiron having an incurable wound. And he went to Zeus and said, fucking send me to hell. Just kill me, end my life. I'm fucking miserable. I can't fucking heal this. And it's driving me nuts. And Zeus was like, Chiron was like a demigod. And Zeus was like, and give up your position like among the gods? And he's like, absolutely, I'll give it all up. And Zeus was so moved that he elevated Chiron into a much higher elevation, immortality among the stars. That's what that is. So that's what shamanism is you have to have an incurable wound that almost fucking destroys you. Comes to the brink of your destruction, and it's only you surrendering to it is where you transmute it, transform it, when you're elevated above it, okay, into antinomial perspective. So if you're going to teach from those places, you have to know those places, okay? And there's a lot of people that don't. They claim they do, but they don't. For whatever reasons. The next card is Angel. The light attributes of the angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. The shadow attributes of the angel, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Yes, that is not okay. Whatever guidance I get from angelic, I often do not ever speak about. Ever. If I do, it is with my inner circle, because there is an agreement of protecting each other's confidence, protecting each other's privacy, protecting each other's power, okay, in confidence and it's like your inner circle. It's like an inner circle. Okay, they're saying you don't just have friends, whoever I'm speaking to, I feel like you are a shaman. You are a shaman, or maybe it's someone around you, or maybe you want to be a shaman or whatever. I don't know. But what they're saying is you don't have just friends. You have inner counsel. Whatever, you must have this energy, because when you come to the end of friendship, it's because, okay, oh my God, seeing arrows in your back. You're a pioneer. You're a pioneer. And so I'm feeling, yeah, you do carry this energy. You have had the hard wounds. You have had to carry the hard wounds. Yes, okay, what I was going to say, when you come to the end of friendship, it's because you've been betrayed, like you've had the archetypal wounds, betrayal, shame, abandonment by the people that you thought cared about you. These people probably betrayed your confidence, betrayed your privacy, betrayed your rights even. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to say rights, that might be a little bit dramatic, but do you know what I'm saying? It might have felt like an infringement, a violation of, like, okay, they just said a violation of decency, of downright decency. You know, okay, the gambler. Oh, the gambler. So there's something, maybe you are somebody, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. And shadow attributes, relying on luck rather than hard work. Very interesting. I feel like you have someone that envies your power, that envies your shamanic capacity. Like for me, like, I am like indigenous. I'm one of the 60 scoop. Like, my family paid for this ministry. Not only, I can't even go into that. But yes, this will cost you. Okay. This is where this is coming in. All right. Holy smoke. Okay. I got a message earlier on and I wasn't sure what this was about, but obviously this is what this is about. And I took some notes on it. I did some research on it. The difference between, like, when people say, let's take Christianity, for example. There are many people that are Christians, that go to church and they're born again Christians, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're called. And when you look at the outer court and then the inner court, you know, so here we go. Many are called, but few are chosen. So many are called, and everybody comes into the outer court, but the chosen ones come into the inner court. Only the chosen are allowed in the Holy of Holies, because the way. Yeah, so in the outer court, in the outer court, the general call is an external call, and it is hearing the message, believing in Christ, entering the community, and receiving forgiveness. And that's it. And you're covered by grace. You're covered by grace. That's totally great. For many are called, okay? But when you have an effectual call, an inner vocational call, that's the activation of an archetype. That's the activation of something that you have no control over, that will grab hold of you from the inside and it won't let go. And you can't run far enough, dive deep enough, climb high enough to get away from this. You might even make your bed in hell. And there's the call, hi, you remember me? And you're just like, what the hell? Like, you're trying to get away from this, you know? All of the saints went through this. They went through it. They didn't want to answer this call. They were happy in the level of balance that they had accumulated, knowing that they have survived whatever they had to survive. Okay, now they want to live happily ever after. Well, when you have an inner call, there's no such thing. And I'm not saying you don't live happily ever after. You You are elevated, you are taken out of a certain tribal mindset and placed on a much higher elevation. You're not placed on the live happily ever after fate like it is in the fairy tales. You're happily ever after. Okay, how many of you have heard, watched the movie Terminator 2? When she says, fate is not what we make. There is no fate. Fate is what you make for yourself. And that's it. And one that is chosen is entered into a higher capacity of manifestation, phenomenon, inner calling, manifestation, dominion, authority. But there is a fucking price for that ministry. Yeah, okay, now just a minute here. Let me just keep going here. This is the call that cannot be faked. It grips the person. It claims the will. It reorients the life. It reorients the life. Hello, are you in there? Oh, you are in there. Okay, I was just going to shake things up, make sure you're like alive in there. And that's literally what the Creator does. Turns your life upside down, shakes it all up, makes sure that you're awake. Hi, are you awake in there? Can you hear me calling you? Hello? I speak this from experience, okay? And it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you something. This is the call that cannot be faked because it rearranges a person from the inside out. Not only that, but how it rearranges their life from the inside out is visibly seen to those that know the person, to those that know you. So if this is where you are, Paul speaks about this kind of call in Romans chapter 8, verse 30. Those whom he called, he also justifies. He also justified. It means summoned into destiny. And that's the difference between living happily ever after among the herd, okay, and that kind of, to me, I see that as like fucking like a life of misery. Or being taken out of the herd and placed onto your destiny. It's what you choose, not what's chosen for you in the herd, but it's what you and the higher dimensions choose for you in agreement onto a new plane. But it's going to cost you everything. It's going to cost you all of your lovers. These are archetypal. What are your lovers? What are your distractions? Whatever. So here we go. So is that all we need to say about this? Okay, yeah, there we are. Why being Christian doesn't automatically mean being called to like the inner holy of holies, into the inner room where the Ark of the Covenant is, where the covenant is, where the substance of the covenant is. Okay? Those that aren't ready for that cannot enter into that place. They will get fucking blasted apart. Their psyche, let's keep this real now. I don't mean they're going to like get blasted apart like on the Ark of the Covenant. I mean, on Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean their psyche will get blasted. Okay? It can be detrimental to someone's growth to enter into the higher dimensions when they're not ready for it. And that's what I mean about the higher and the lower. You better know what you're doing. You better know what you're doing. Okay, so disruptive. Okay, so belief can be intellectual, faith can be social, religion can be protective, and identity can be inherited as a Christian. Okay, but when you're called, a calling is totally different. Calling is disruptive, it's uncomfortable, it is demanding, and it is transformational. That is very, very different from living happily ever after in line with a storyline that was already written for you. Okay? When you enter into your destiny, you are holding hands with Saturn. You are holding hands with Saturn because Saturn's power, Saturn's energy is about authority. And when you are risen to a higher dimension, you write your own. You become the authority of your life. Not the herd, not the storyline that you're complicit to, but now you're writing your own story. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Calling always involves, here's the consistent New Testament. Do we care about that? Separation from a former identity, loss of status, safety or certainty, a task that serves others but not the self, a cross, not a crown at first. It's a burden. It's a heavy, heavy weight you have to carry. And I think that's it. That's about it. Okay, so here we are, back to the reading now. So what I'm feeling here is that you are dealing with somebody who is trying to either... I feel, because I'm seeing two timelines here, the upper timeline and the lower timeline, and both are true. It's like I'm looking at opposites here. But both people do not believe they're opposites. One is not aware that they're in the lower dimension. At some level they are. At some level they are. Yes, at some level they are. Okay. What is the dilettante? What is the dilettante? So that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, there we are. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, see, someone projects their bullshit onto you. They think you are dishonest and tyrannical, but it's them. They are the ones that are tyrannical. And yes, because here you are. Okay, that's what this is. Delights in the arts, although having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. I feel like you're aware of somebody that has become superficial in their pursuits. You may have even spoken it to this person or communicated in some way to this person. It doesn't really matter, because their power, the creator is asking you, the great mystery is asking you to shift your focus from them to your path. I'm feeling like they are out of the way. They cannot reach you. They cannot. You have already been removed out of the tribe, out of the herd. The herd, they're saying herd mind. You've already been removed out of the herd. You may still be in the herd, but you've been removed from the herd. Can you hear what I'm saying? Can you hear that paradox? You may still be in it, but you are no longer of it. You are now of a much higher dimension, a much higher capacity. Therefore, when they strike out against you, it's not going to, you are protected from it. It's not, even if it touches you, it's not going to affect you the way it would have if you were still in it and of it. Okay, but you're not anymore. It says it very clearly here. Whoever this is, their power is very ineffective over you. There is somebody there that is rules tyrannically. My ears always itch whenever I read. There's somebody that operates is steeped in corruption. They don't believe that they are. They're pissed off that you confront them on it and challenge on it. I feel like no one else challenges this person the way you do, but you do. And the creator is asking you to let this person be who they are. Everything is unfolding according to natural law. You're not the one that has to balance the world. It's not your job. You're okay. Whatever this is, you're okay, because you're entering into a brand new covenant. You are clear, and you are going into a higher dimension. They're saying, take your eyes, look at where you're going. You're on a new road. I feel like whatever's happened I feel like you trusted this person. Like I said, whatever's happened, there was some sort of an ending of a friendship, an ending of something. Someone betrayed your confidence. You trusted this person or something like that. But it's over. This person was sort of a tyrant. Their authority and power really has no more effect on you. Don't give it your power. You are bigger than this. You are more than this. You know who you are. Why are you giving your attention to this little tiny thing? Like, this is like an insect. Like, fucking flick it off your table. Fake me. You know, like. Yes, because you are entering into a new paradigm. You are this new paradigm. You are the new paradigm. I feel like you are a pioneer. And I'm seeing that friendships have collapsed for you. I feel like you've had to go through a lot of stuff in your life. As I said earlier, betrayal, shame, abandonment. I feel like you were maybe shamed and betrayed and abandoned by maybe everybody that was a part of the herd. And the people that are in your life right now went through the same things. And now you are amidst a group of people, and it's a much smaller group, but these are individual, sovereign individuals. So you are no longer a part of a herd. You are part of a new community of sovereign, awake people that are clear, that understand the language they speak, understand the function of language. You know, in the herd, oftentimes the herd is often mad. You know, people in the herd have taken mythology out of language, and they're left with the equivalent of genetically modified food that really has no nutritional value in it. It's empty carbs, empty food. You know, the word spoken is supposed to feed the soul. That is not a religious function, but it's been interpreted that way by shitty teachers, okay? And I mean, pardon all of us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was probably one of them too, that interpreted it this way, and I probably followed that until it didn't work. And it forced, it oh my God, the dark night of the soul, like I say, the dark night of the soul. Okay. What is angel? What is angel, creator? What is angel? What is angel? I feel like you are this angel. I feel like you are somebody that is very powerful, that is very pure. I feel like your intentions are pure. I feel like whoever you were dealing with was very jealous of you, or someone was jealous of the other one. Someone was incredibly jealous, and there was some sort of a power struggle or something. But you realized you don't care. You don't care. You don't care. You know you're fine. You know you have, you know you're okay. You know you are more than okay. What is angel, creator? What is angel? What is angel? The King of Swords. So the Queen of Wands upright. The King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you are more, the Queen of Wands is looking right at the King of Swords in reverse. You know this person is not honest. They're not clear. They try to cast confusion and dissension onto you. And you just look at them. You know exactly what they're doing. I feel like they don't know what they're doing. They don't, and even if they know at some level, they have no intention of changing it. They have no intention of changing it. You know, like I've heard some of the masters say, human beings are naturally lazy. We are naturally lazy, and we won't change until we absolutely fucking have to. Until we cannot stand a certain frame of mind, way of thinking, way of operating, way of life, whatever. Until we can't stand it 1 second fucking longer. And then that's when we'll change. Okay, whoever this is not tired of it enough. And they have never done, oh God, that's awful. They've never done the work to prepare themselves to leave a state of mind, a certain set of neurology. That's very sad, because you know what, folks? Neurology is designed to wear out. It's designed to wear out. So if you don't, what's true in the morning is not true in the evening. You know, it's not true in the evening. And if you don't develop the neurology for evening, well, then you get people that are not happy. What is the gambler? What is the gambler? But I feel like they know they're dealing with an angel. You know you're dealing with somebody that is not clear. Because you know the parts in yourself that aren't clear, and you know the parts of yourself that was scared of change that you have overcome, and that's why you can see within this person. You can see that they are refusing to change, they're refusing to be accountable, it's like they've got cotton in their ears and they can't hear her. They're like, la 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 la, I can't hear you, like a little child, you know. And you can't argue with somebody who is willfully blind. You just can't. You can't wake somebody who's pretending to be asleep. So you assume, you step into your Queen of Wands energy and you move forward. You are fine. The path is open for you. What are you doing still trying to influence? Okay, they're showing me whoever you're dealing with, there are certain, I remember having this meditation when I was sitting by like a river. The flow of life is the water and the channel and the flow. But what about the great big boulders that don't move? All the other rocks move and they get to evolve and get to have an evolution in the flow of the river. But these great big boulders don't. No, they're slowly worn away by the water. And that's what this is. There's the fate. There's the fate. Slowly worn away by the water, by the flow of the water, by the flow of change. This person cannot change. They are like a boulder sitting, or part of the bedrock even, you know, of the bottom of the river, and they cannot change, and they will just be worn away by the water over time. Okay, that's what this is. You, on the other hand, are very flexible. It's like I'm feeling as you one with the water, one with the flow. But there is somebody you're dealing with that is unmovable. They are unmovable from their own inertia. It's like a big boulder that has its own inertia. It is not flexible. It cannot move. It is like dinosaur energy. It is old world mentality, outdated thinking, outdated beliefs. But that is the gravity that holds this person together. It's the force of gravity from those kind of magnetics from the belief system. Okay, and that's what holds them together. That's why they are bound by their own inertia. They are bound by their own inertia. You, on the other hand, now have the inertia of movement with the water. You are not a rock that is sitting there unmoving, unchanging, static. You're like part of the earth, static. You have new inertia. You have new inertia. Your life has been set in motion. You have been set upon a wheel where there is new motion. Your will, this wheel of your will upon this new wheel is now in motion. You have new inertia, and you are part of a much larger cycle that is gaining momentum on the planet. Okay? So the gambler, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. The shadow attributes, relying on luck rather than hard work. I feel like whatever the outcome was, it kind of showed you, like, there's like shattered family here. So it kind of showed you these people are not your family. They are not your family. I feel like you had at one time given these people more access to areas of you than what they deserved. And I feel like it led to a level of regret in the past for you. Maybe this was what you trusted this person about or something like that. There was something like that. But now you know. Now you know. These people are not to be trusted. They are on a different path. They have a different. Their path is the path of fate. You are set on the path of destiny. You're on a very different path, and the Creator wants you focusing on your path. Look at your path now. Look at where you're going. You don't want to steer your vehicle back to that path. Come on, man. Like, get back on. Wake up. Become aware. Are you awake in there? Hello? You know? So yes, okay. So 2 of Cups upright. So whatever happened here, I think it sets you back upon healing your relationship to yourself. Forgiving yourself, forgiving somebody else access to dimensions of you when they had no right to have those dimensions of you. And you've had to learn this. You've had to learn certain people have no right to certain dimensions of you at all. I feel like because you are so loving, you are so giving, you give people, what's the word I'm looking for, Creator? Grace. You're so full of grace. You give people so much grace to the point where it's to your own detriment. And the Creator is asking you to stop that. Stop doing that. Your guides are asking, stop, become aware, know your audience. Okay, they're asking, I don't know if any of you are aware of this, and don't shoot the messenger, the book, the 48 Laws of Power. That book blew my mind. It blew my mind. It teaches you how to navigate systems of power and know who your audience is and how to navigate them. Because there are certain boulders that, when pushed hard enough, will roll over on you. Like, this book is very, very realistic. And it's based on Machiavellianism. Okay, it's a book about Machiavellianism. It's a very powerful book. Robert Greene's gotten a lot of flack about it. A lot of people that are steeped, I think, in my opinion, people that are steeped in victim consciousness really take offense to this book, you know, and it's not about that. It's learning how to navigate power. Life comes down to power, period. What does the Bible say? You were not given a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. There you go. Okay, so you heal your relationship to yourself. I feel like you are learning. Yeah, you are learning. Okay, they're ending with a bang here. Yes, you spent some time, you took a gamble, because this is the card of the gambler. You took some time healing your relationship from people who you know now do not have your best interest, do not have your back, and you're okay with that. You have recovered. You are okay with that. You've sat in this energy in your recovery, understanding that you are dealing with people. That's exactly what I just said. You were dealing with people that are not on the same path as you. It's like there's like an instant wall goes up of the Creator, like instant obstacle, because this is not for you. This path, whatever this is, whoever you're dealing with, that can't even see you. This person can't even see you. This is not your path. This is not your path. Your path, because this person's among the herd, your path is on a much higher trajectory. Okay, so that's it. And so there is no movement, there is no success when you were dealing. You can't beat a dead horse. That's what they're saying. You cannot beat a dead horse. You need to leave the dead with the dead. This is relative to you. It doesn't mean this person's like the Walking Dead. The relative to you? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The truth is relative. Hitler, who was the fucking biggest tyrant on the planet, was the nicest person to the next guy, but to the Jews he wasn't. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The truth is relative. My candle just went out. So whatever this is, you cannot beat a dead horse. It's forced you to examine your own illusions that kept you hoping in a certain relationship that will never ever work. You come to the end of it, in comes new force, new truth, new strength coming in because you know the truth, because you're not lying to yourself anymore. Beautiful. And not lying to yourself anymore. There may be people talking about you. Good, bitch. Talk away. Talk away. Tippity tap, talk away. I don't care. That's what I'm feeling from you. I don't care. Talk all you want. But whoever this is, this person has lost prestige in your eyes. They have lost prestige because you know who they are. You see them now. What's on the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords, baby. The Six of Swords. You are leaving this behind. You are moving on. You see the truth. You are finally leaving the dead with the dead. You are, oh my God, in this context, whatever this is, you are leaving the dead with the dead, never to be resurrected for you again. And you are moving on with your innocence, Okay, what's a lower dimensional energy, creator, with this contract? A lower dimensional energy. Oops. A lower dimensional, what the heck is this? Half the cards are one way, and half of them are another way. Sorry, you guys. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yes, I feel like you've scrambled someone who's in a lower dimension, because these cards were all scrambled. This is the lower dimensional knowledge. I feel like you've scrambled someone who's in a lower dimension. Whatever you've done, whether you've highlighted truth, whatever you've done, you have, because you are the goddess. Yes, you are the goddess. The next card after the goddess is a visionary. And you're dealing with a card, this because that was in reverse, and I'm going to take it that way, which means the shadow attributes of the thief, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or others' power you think that you lack. So somebody got into a power struggle with you. And you're totally letting them win. You don't care. You win. I don't care. And by letting them win, they're not really winning. Okay. they're not really winning. Like, yeah, some people don't really understand that though. Some people are like dead set on like, I'm going to have the last word. I am going to have the last say. I am going to like, ho, you just mess with the wrong person. You know, like that's what I'm feeling. And it's like, okay, you know, here we go. Okay. That's what I'm feeling is coming from whoever you're dealing with. Okay, creator. Please give us a lower dimensional energy card, please. Lower dimensional. There it is. This is Hagenti. This is the Four of Cups. This is Mercury. Mercury, Scorpio, and the Four of Cups. Okay, and an angelic, please now. Angelic. Please have a higher dimensional card, please. Let us have a, right there. Higher dimensional card. The King of Cups, Rochelle. Okay, let's first look at the demonic, please. We're going to look at, this is number 48. Hagenti, archetypal role, the transmuter, change of Substance, belief, and identity. Yes, this lower dimensional energy came into your life because I feel like you are in the process of transforming. You are transmuting your identity, your legacy, who you are. Like I said, you remember when I said what's true in the morning is not true in the evening? Like you have matured. You are like fine wine. And you are now trusting this higher dimensional path, the path of the rose, very much path of the heart. And you're like fine wine, and you're going to allow yourself to be transmuted. How this lower dimensional energy can sabotage you, though, is through fear of change, clinging to outdated self-concepts. So I'm feeling this is what brought you back to this person, and it wasn't about this person. It was about, they're showing me, you guys are so fucking cute. Oh my God. They're showing me you going, this is symbolic, okay? You're going back into an old version of yourself, and it's like you going into almost into like a locker, a high school locker almost, and standing in the locker and just standing there, feeling the last remnants of this locker, the last of this confined, limited space of this little closet, this little, because you know that you are expanding far beyond it. And it was safe at one time, but it's not anymore. It'll be detrimental to you, like morning ivy around a tree. Okay. This entanglement parts. Okay, so the sovereignty of the lower dimensional energy, why this has come into your life through this relationship, through this interaction. This is adaptability and creative transformation. So you have been given some lower dimensional energy, fear of change, clinging to outdated beliefs. There was this is lower dimensional energy, that came into you. Then it is giving you the capacity to become aware in it and sovereign, to make a choice in it. And this energy will help you see where you have identity rigidity, where it's been hard for you to change. But it's almost like your higher soul brought you to a situation where it's going to be harder not to change. Do you see what I'm saying? It's going to be fucking 100 times harder to stay as you were. It's time to move on. Move on internally, whatever that means for all of you. It'll be different for all of you. Relational resistance. Okay, so resistance to growth, fixed belief system, and stagnation. Okay, I feel like whoever you were dealing with, I feel like you could be a fixed sign. A fixed sign soaking this person. I feel like you're both dealing with fixed energies. But the thing is you're aware of it. This person may be aware of it too, but these fixed energies work for them even if it's destructive. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if it's destructive. Okay. This lower dimensional energy is a symbolic initiation, allowing identity to evolve without collapse. Allowing identity, so you are very protected in this transformation that is happening because of maybe possibly some kind of a conflict, some kind of a power struggle that you were like, you win. I don't care. It's really, I'm focusing on the steak here and you're looking at the fucking peas. You know what I'm saying? Like you're refusing to eat the peas and I'm looking at the steak. I've got a much bigger thing I need to be looking at here. And whoever you're dealing with is that's not a very good and it's not a very good analogy. It's like I allow transformation to refine me. A force within you seeks to transmute identity or belief into a more aligned form. Yes. Oh, I feel that so many of you just want... Oh, you have so much love in you. You have so much grace in you and hope for humanity. And I'm feeling that you just want to share this energy with others. You are somebody that you are like fucking hardcore. You are hardcore. Like whatever's happened, I'm just hearing them say to you, I'm hearing them reiterate what you say to yourself when you're holding yourself accountable. It's like you created this wave and now you're gonna ride it. And you make yourself eat of your own energies, what you put out into the world, to understand your impact upon others. Do you understand how incredibly rare you are? Please, you must know how incredibly rare you are, because a lot of people, you're probably 1%. You're probably not even that. I'm not even kidding. Okay, so that is that. Now for Rochelle, this is number 69. Rochelle, God seeing everything. Oh, okay. So yes, you are your own justice, restoring your own order, because you're saying you're allowing this person to win. This is grace. This is cutting your losses and getting the fuck off that path and back onto your own path, onto your own road, on your own trail, in your own lane, on your own destiny, not theirs. They're destined for herd mind and whatever the herd leaves for them. Do you see what I'm saying? You, on the other hand, are aiming at a very different destiny, a very different destination. Let's say it that way. Okay. So this is the Eight of Cups. You were walking away and giving yourself justice. This card is restorer of what was taken. So I feel like somebody took something from you. I feel like there was some sort of, maybe it was this person, of whatever happened here in this power struggle, you were able to get your power back. I feel like you affected this person. You affected the lower dimension. You affected the dimension this person stands on. They cannot come into the higher dimension where you are, because that requires accountability and a lot of other things that this person cannot give, because they don't have access to it to themselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whoever this is like a narcissist. And this is like a personality disorder. I'm not just throwing this word around recklessly. I'm seeing this as some sort of a personality disorder. A lot of people have it that aren't aware of it, and they don't have access to themselves. They don't want access to themselves. They don't want to hear any of that. Their ears are clogged. They don't want to hear it. They're not willing to see. Their eyes are squeezed shut. Okay, do you know what I'm saying? Okay. So this higher dimensional energy, the King of Cups, God sees everything. Restitution, finds stolen objects and discovers the person responsible. Finds stolen objects and discovers the person responsible. So this governs the recovery of stolen things, supports justice through restitution, encourages accountability and repair, restores rightful order, and aligns loss with resolution. The upright meaning of this higher dimensional energy is meant for you and you alone. So this is restitution. Justice has been served. Whatever happened here, justice has been served. And that's what is what is. And that's it. That's it. You need to learn how to make space for that within yourself and accept that and move on. Okay? Recovery of losses. So you have recovered what you lost. You recovered it. Absolutely, yes. Okay, they're showing me you saying something to somebody. This may not be for all of you, but for those of you that had communication in the recent past, whatever you have said has anchored within the other person because they know what you're saying is true. It didn't anchor in because you said it. It anchored in because it's the truth. Do you hear what I'm saying? Can you hear the difference there? Okay. And accountability is upheld. Accountability is upheld. Okay. The shadow teaching, unrepaired loss haunts the future. So yes, that's what I'm feeling. Whatever interaction this was an interaction for you to find closure, to some sort of a loss of power in some way between you and somebody else, and you have recovered from it. You have done the work to recover. The initiatory teaching of Rochelle. Rochelle initiates the soul into restorative justice. This angel teaches that balance is reestablished not through punishment alone, but through repair and return. Repair and return. So there has been some sort of repair to yourself. It's like, okay, give me language for this. Help me stay clear on this, please. What I'm seeing is adversary soulmates. This person is an adversary soulmate. The purpose of an adversary soulmate is to know that, ooh, Jesus. This person looks down at you in a way, like they look down at you. This person is arrogant. They're arrogant. They look down at you. There is a level of pride. There's a level of pride with this person. You cannot penetrate their pride. This person is like what Leviathan is called, like is the father of the children of pride, or represents the children of pride. Like that's what this is. This is some kind of shoot, I just lost it. Just a minute here. It's deep. It's very, very deep. Just a minute here. I need to get that back because I want to bring this. Please come back. Please come back. I was not finished with you. Okay, whatever this was for you and for you alone. That's what I said at the start of this. The Creator allowed you to cross paths with this person so that you can right something that was wronged, maybe from them. Maybe the Creator's using them to help you right a balance. But whatever's happened, you told the truth. Maybe that's part of it, giving you an opportunity to tell the truth. Yes, because you're returning to yourself. You are returning back to you. Yes, you are returning back to you. This person was never, okay, there we are, soulmates, adversary soulmates. Thank you. Adversary soulmates. An adversary soulmate is a soulmate who is destined, your contract with them is to be adversarial. There will never be coherent friendship between the two of you, ever. It's because of the energy you both bring to each other will be a mismatch. You are adversary soulmates. What the Creator's asking you is to drop the adversary. It's called the noble adversary. That's what this is called in the higher dimensions, is the noble adversary. So to drop the word adversary and go with noble. What did this adversary release in you? And it has given you your power back. I feel like through giving you the opportunity to stand up to this person and tell the truth. This person may not have even acknowledged you. This person may not have apologized or anything, but it wasn't about that. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I feel like you were trying to get this person to stop treating you in a certain way. You were trying to like explain everything to them so that they'll finally understand you, but they have no intention of understanding you. They don't speak the same language of you. They cannot, there's no intention of understanding you. But that was the whole point of you getting this, of you understanding that it's not, when somebody doesn't respect you, okay, I gotta say it this way. They're bringing this in with humor, okay, to make this totally land. I don't know if you've ever seen the comedy by Bill Burr. You people are all the same. He's talking about violence against women. Maybe you're dealing with a man and you're like a woman. I don't know, but he's using this as an example. I don't feel this is what this is, but it's still about a power struggle. And he said, remember those stupid commercials that would come on TV about domestic violence and how it's wrong to hit your wife and don't beat up a woman and all that? And he says, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? Do you think like some guy who's like wailing on his woman and that commercial comes on and then he's gonna go like, oh, oopsie daisy, I'm sorry, look what the commercial says, I'm not supposed to be doing this? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's a good example or not, but that man is damaged. No commercial, no amount of commercials or even you waving flags is going to correct the way this person treats you. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this interaction with you was to get you to open your eyes to see you are dealing with a dark dragon. You are dealing with somebody that reflects something within you. This is within you also, but you were dealing with somebody who is not aligned with you, nor will they ever be aligned with you. Therefore, they cannot honor you. It's not about honoring you, and you need to let go. You need to let go of this person. I feel like you have stood up to them, you've said whatever you needed to say, and now focus on your own path. Okay, oh, holy smoke. Let's pull some keywords really quick, Creator. Can we have, please, some keywords? Some keywords, please. Some keywords, please. Whoa. Okay. They all came spitting out, so here we go. Trust. Death. Oh, so this is the death of this. Trust this because this is the end of this. This is the end. This is the end. Oh, bring that back. Bring that back. What was this? What was that? What was that? This is the okay, whatever crossroads this was the initiation of a countdown of the end. Do you hear what I'm saying? This was the initiation of an end, of the end of a cycle for you. It's going to take some time to end, but you've exposed some sort of a deception. You have exposed it. You are very powerful. You have the calling. Remember what we talked about with the calling? You are called. You have the calling. This is why you are required to go the farther distance. Other people will stay in the herd and live happily ever after, but you are getting removed out of the herd and put into a much different dimension, paradigm, okay? Welcoming presence. You have a very welcoming presence. You are binding this energy. You are being asked to bind this energy and remove this out of yourself. Remove whatever bind like yes, okay, thank you. They're asking you to bind symbolically. See yourself binding up this relationship. See it as a term, bush of sage. This has been medicine for you, and you're binding up the medicine, this relationship with this person. You're seeing it symbolically. You're transforming it into your mind as sage, and you are binding it up with red string, and then you're going to burn it and offer this up to the Creator as a prayer, because this is the end of it. This is the end. This is the death of it. This is the death. This is over. You trusted something in you and you won. You've passed. Okay? So that's what this is. Binding it and offering it up, and ceremonies. Echoes, there will be echoes. That's okay. Notice them and carry on. Don't get caught in them. You are protected. You are very holy smoke, because you were dealing with a sorcerer. I'm feeling this is someone who's a sorcerer. This is somebody who was very dark energy as a sorcerer. This is somebody who was in the lower dimensions. You stir up their demons. You stir up their demons. Focus on your life and develop your momentum. Focus on your life and develop your momentum. Focus on your alignment, because you are coming into alignment. You're incredibly resilient. That's what the Creator has been developing in you. Banish this kind of energy out of your life. You are done with this. There's no more of this. No more. You are done with this. Don't look for this anymore. Okay? And manifestation, you've got beautiful manifestations coming in. They're asking you to prepare for it, make room for it. You need to sweep this out. Take your broom, like the witch energy many of you have, and sweep this energy out of your life. Sweep it out of your life with a ritual. And for many of you, you already know what I'm talking about. Same with the banish. Same with the banish. There's a banishing ritual. Use it. Use it. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm going to say, unless this is going to be an occulta agency, because you have agency, and that's what's coming in. That's what you already have. That is what is being developed, because this is your destiny. Okay? So chin up. Chin up. Don't be looking down here at him and her and them, but look up at your higher soul. Like the Christ says, keep your eyes on me. Keep your eyes on me. That is the true you, the higher dimension of you. Not Jesus, the person. Hello? I'm talking about Christ. You, the Christos that you are. Okay? All right, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. And I'll see you guys in the next reading.